Hey, John, what can you tell us about Coach Shrews? Does he kind of meet the expectations that you had when you heard about him and got to know him early? Just what have you learned about him over these past few months? Thanks, man.
What's up, Mark? Coach Shrews has been awesome. He's doing an excellent job. Nothing but good things to say about him. He's really getting to know us, which I think is huge, and then developing us as basketball players while getting to know us as human beings. But he's exceeded expectations. Um, Obviously, he got the job here, so he has the credentials. He's doing a heck of a job.
Mark Wogenrich.
Hey, John, following up on that, what expectations did you have of Coach Shrewsbury? How has he exceeded them? And then what did you want him to know about you coming in?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not sure why I said expect, but just being the Big Ten head coach, I mean, I don't know, it's a lot. You have to work probably 24 hours, 23 hours a day. You have to recruit. I mean, he's putting a team together. He's done a great job bringing in pieces that we need to win. I think he wants to win right away. We have old dudes that can learn quick during practice when we're doing our drills. And then just about me, just the person I am. I don't think I change who I am no matter who I'm around. And I think he can appreciate that. He knows the type of person I am, and also what I like to do on the basketball court, how I present myself. And he's from what I've seen, he's really good at adapting and putting pieces together as we've been continuing this summer session.
Joe Giuliano.
Hi, John. How has Coach Shrewsbury helped grow the chemistry with you guys? Obviously, you are one of the few veterans back, and there's a lot of new people. How has Coach helped, merge everybody together to build a chemistry?
Yeah, well, I know our media platforms put it out, but we had a nice softball game. That's always fun. It's a different way to compete, get to know each other, and then just being around in the gym. It's a very open setting. When we work and we work really hard. But then I think Coach knows when it's time to have fun and let people show their personalities, and that helps build chemistry on and off the court.
Andrew Clay.
Hey, John, Andrew Clay, WTAJ in Altoona. You getting this extra year of eligibility. Where do you hope to make out of your fifth season?
Yeah, my big thing was to win. I want to win, and I want to win at Penn State. The community has been great here. I mean, everyone has welcomed me back. It's been awesome, and I want Penn State. I want to come back with my kids, with my wife in the future, and show them where I played all my years of college basketball, how much this community has helped me. And then when I come, I can show them an example of when you give it your all to community, what they can do for you. So, but my big thing is to win, and Coach Shrews, to go on top of the Coach Shrews, he wants to win just as bad as me, and he's brought guys in to win that want to win just as bad as me. We talked about when you're a freshman, you're kind of just learning, kind of like figuring out what type of player you are. As you get older, through college, you kind of want those awards, those whatever comes with playing good basketball. But then when you're a senior, when you're in your last year, you just want to win. You want to leave your college career with something that you can be proud of. And who knows, say you can go to the tournament, say you can hold something up. That's what we want to do as being an older team here at Penn State.
Nate Bauer.
John, you've been on some teams that have won, and you've been on some teams that have had some challenges. Can this team win? And if so, why?
That was a nice way to put it, Nate. Thanks for saying that. I think we can win. We've So we've pulled people from the team that I've been on here that have won. Miles, Seth Lundy, those two players have won at the highest level that we've played at, top 10 team in the country. And then we've pulled players from other conferences that have also been on winning teams. I don't think there's one person in our locker room right now that doesn't know what it takes to win. I think we all know what it takes to win, and that's why we'll be successful, because we're older. There's more guys in practice that can hold each other accountable. There's a learning curve, maybe because we're learning a new system, but I would say there's not a learning curve because we're all old. We all can learn from each other. The staff has been great with film. They're helping us learn a lot of film work. I would just say how old we are and experience. That's going to be our strength as we go on throughout the season.
Charles Abbey.
Hey, John. So with a team that's full of new transfers, obviously there might be kind of some growing pains in terms of team chemistry. What have you and players like Miles and Seth done to like make a team feel as united as you possibly can and make it feel like a complete team?
Yeah, I think you gotta, obviously we have stories of our own to share at Penn State, but you kind of got to know the other guys' stories, where they came from, what their seasons have been like in the past, what have they done. I think it's important that we ask their questions, know their background, know how they led their team, because we have guys, 3 or 4 guys that have came over to Penn State that were the leaders of their team. So they have their own leadership style, and now it's just all about putting. I mean, we have a lot of leaders of teams, so as I keep saying, that's our strength. We just gotta keep putting it together. And I know a bunch of them. We go to the pool during the summer, and then during the fall, we're all hang out at the football game, stuff like that. Just, I think it's important over my years of college that you have to be a college student. You have to put in the work, and you have to work when it's your time to work. But when you have time to experience a place like Penn State and everything it has to offer, I think you got to do that and take advantage of your time.
Daniel Galen.
Hey, John, what was the decision-making process like, to decide to come back for the 5th year and to come back at Penn State? And along those lines, I mean, how tough was it to watch guys that you played with for the past 3-4 years, leave the program?
Yeah. Well, those are my guys. I mean, I want what's best for them. I love them. I'm proud I can call them a part of my family. And I mean, I've talked to every single one of them in the past week. Like, we're just staying in contact, keeping up. And then coming back to Penn State, I mentioned it a little earlier, but just how the community invited me back. I mean, I'll be walking downtown, and whenever someone will say, like, I'm so glad you came back, my first response is thanks for inviting me back, because I felt very welcomed here in this community. As what Penn State's all about, really, is I think it's the community you build here as you progress throughout your years. And another big part of that was Coach Shrews. As I said, he's amazing leader, and I'm excited to see where he's going to take this program.
All right, we'll go Spencer and then Joel, and then we'll call it a day for John and bring Miles up. So go, Spencer.
Hey, John, how have you helped Coach Shrewsbury get comfortable to his new home that you know so well in Happy Valley?
I mean, we have a staff member, Nick Coella. He's been around this program for years. He's kind of showing them the traditions we have here at Happy Valley. But I mean, I've just been trying to. He's been helping me more than I've been helping him at this point. But yeah, I don't know. Nick, he shows him around. I see him riding around the golf cart. I've been trying to be welcoming, I asked him how I can help him with the program, if there's anything he needs, how he's setting our culture. trying to help him along those lines. But yeah, I know he's been out to the hot spots downtown. He just threw the first pitch. I heard he slipped, but I don't know. I won't talk about that, Chelsea. I heard it was a little little curveball outside.
It was more like a slider, but
Okay.
Joel, go ahead.
Hey, John. Coach Shrewsbury talked about the energy Coach Collins has brought to practice. What kind of mentality has Coach Collins brought to the team, and how would you describe his coaching style?
Yeah, I call Coach Collins Ock. It's like when you're strong, like I don't know where the term came from, but it's like Aki, like that's his first name. So I always call him Ock just because he's ready. It's the little dude just ready to, like, get after it. His energy, his passion, you can see it every day when he brings it to practice. He wants everyone to work hard. I think the staff's message is really, when it's time to work, we work. We have time to work. We don't mess around. Don't joke during there. Let's get better. We want to win. Everyone came here to win games. But then also I see a side of Ak when we're playing like the softball or just hanging around, where he's just having fun. He's being a great guy. He brings his kids around. They're definitely creating a family atmosphere here at Penn State, which is it's awesome. It's welcoming. It's a lot of fun having the coaches' kids around, getting to know their whole family. It's been an awesome summer, and I'm excited to come back in the fall, start preseason.